Hey, good morning, everybody. It's hard to believe we're already in Module 3 or Week 3. This class is really moving along, but I've enjoyed interacting with everybody. We had some great discussions in Unit 1, or Module 1. Module 2 is closing out, so I'll be looking at those assignments. I believe there was an HR inbox exercise. Those are typically really good assignments because it forces you to formulate some responses to employees on difficult issues. So let's look at Module 3 as we launch into the week, and it's going to be a busy week in context. There's not a lot of assignments, but there's a lot of reading, and the assignments that you do have, the one, particularly Project 1, which we'll get to here in a minute, really has some pre-work that needs to be done. So with that in mind, all right, can't get my video to, there we go. So here's the learning objectives, and I'm not going to read those to you, but essentially what we're doing is we're looking at employee relations and HR interactions. And even in non-union environments, this is key. You're going to be responsible for interacting with the staff or the workforce on an in-depth and regular basis, all through their employee life cycle, as well as those bumps in the road that come up, like medical leave, jury duty, bereavement leave, policy interpretation, payroll issues. Those are all going to come up during that employee life cycle, that you're going to have to deal with. And it's better to be proactive and engaging versus making sure the employee comes to HR and things like that. It's the tone of the environment, if you will. So, looking at required resources, like I said, there's a lot. I think the articles are fairly short, so it's not going to take a lot of time other than chewing through each one, obviously. Chapter 5, there's a couple of different sections there. Then there's several articles and a short video, which I think is 4 minutes in length. So work through those to give you some supplemental resources and background in preparation for the assignments. Now, I did not put the second assignment on a separate slide just for brevity, but you can see 3.2 is a connect exercise, so you'll log into your McGraw-Hill Connect and do that exercise. But the big assignment for this module is Project 1. And in a sense, you're working as an HR analyst in an organization that has 400 employees. EE is an abbreviation for employees. EM is an abbreviation for employer in a manufacturing environment. So the order fulfillment department is in the process of working to organize a union environment, and that comprises about 40% of your workforce. So, excuse me. Now, I did not specifically outline the directions, but here you can see the rubric criteria. So you're going to have a table that outlines those particular comments and concerns, and then you're going to have a second Word document. You'll combine those and submit them as one document. Do not submit the table separate from the Word document per the directions of the assignment. So you can see, complete the steps table and the common provisions in a single Word document, 1 to 2 pages, 12-point Roman font, double spacing, all that good stuff. And I'll tell you, I really, I don't do word counts, and I'm glad to see that SNU doesn't require specific word counts, because I have students in some places that I've taught where they do a word count and the students are fluffing the document to meet word counts. I'm not a word count person. I'm looking for content over quantity, so to speak. So I would rather have a concise document that meets the requirements of the assignment, but addresses the relevant points, which means more than a paragraph, but less than 5 pages, obviously. So that's all I've got on the PowerPoint itself. You're probably seeing the picture of the mountains outside Albuquerque on my screen now, but if you have questions or something, please let me know. I'm happy to visit with you and answer anything I can. Otherwise, have a good week, everyone.